Hello everyone. I would like to introduce Derek, who is an IEP teacher.
Hello.
And he teaches writing, grammar, 600 level. And we'd like to know about the English blog.
Okay.
How is it affected the student to improve their skills?
Well, why don't I tell you why I use the blog first, why I do it. In general, in 600 grammar writing, we're focusing on writing that it becomes more academic. So we use a lot of formal language or more formal sentence structures, things like that. The blog, though, is quite different. And the blog is set up as more informal writing. So it allows the students to experience two types of writing. One in class with formal academic essays, and then out of class on the blogs with a more informal, personal style. That's the primary reason that I use it, is so that they're exposed to different types of writing, because in English we have different types of writing. So it's my hope that they're a little bit more relaxed in writing with the blogs. They write about their own personal experiences. I think that it's important that they write regularly, so a couple times a week. And that's why I ask them to post a couple of entries on their blog each week. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think it's improved, does it improve their skills in writing?
Yeah. Well, I think it's like anything. Is that when a student is learning to write, it's important that they write. So the more that they write, the more practice that they get, the better that they'll become. I also think that the blogs, now on the blogs I don't correct grammar or anything like that. So it's my hope that they become more comfortable writing. I think a lot of students don't like to write because they have to think about the vocabulary, they have to think about the grammar, they have to think about organization, they have to think about all this.
So do you mean like in the blog it's like free writing?
Yeah, it's more free. Yeah, so hopefully that they can just enjoy writing and share their ideas, and also share their experiences. You know, a lot of students write about things that they've done in California, or things in their life. Sometimes they write about personal things as well. If they have some problems about homesickness, you know, or a difference in culture, they often write about that. So I think maybe that can help them as well. But I think it's also interesting for them to read each other's blogs, so they can get information. You know, if someone feels, for example, if someone feels homesick, maybe they think they're the only one that feels homesick. And then another student in the class reads the blog, and they say, oh, man, I feel homesick too. So then they don't feel as alone. Also, maybe one of the students visited an interesting museum. For example, one of my students this quarter wrote about a museum that she visited in Pasadena. And she really loved it, and it was a really nice museum. So, you know, the other students can look at that and say, oh, yeah, maybe I like to visit that, or I'm interested in that. So, you know, they can learn from one another too, I think.
How does it help you to see the student's ability?
So the ability, what do you mean ability?
Like their ability in writing, or their skills and...
Yeah, the blog is not, as I said, I don't check grammar or anything like that. So
do you mean like you didn't care about?
Well, it's not that I don't care, but I think it's the writing process of actual writing is more important with the blog. It's just that so they can write what they want, how they want, just so they're writing. Whereas the focus on organization or grammar structure is in class, is covered in their essays. You know, when I handle their essays, that's when I check their grammar and organization and everything like that, and I give them grades. And with the blogs, all I want is for them to do it. If they do it, no matter what they do, then it's okay. So I don't really use that to evaluate their writing, the blogs, more to evaluate their effort, or kind of their participation on the blogs. Yeah.
Okay. So in which level has the student be able to write in the blog?
In our IEP program?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think all levels.
Yeah, but I think you do it here like the above level.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't teach the lower levels. It's just something that I've done with the upper level classes. But I think it could be used for all levels. You know, everybody has something to say. And it's also cool. You figure we have international students. And, you know, if they want, they can give their friends back home the blog. It's kind of let their parents or family see what they're doing. You know, oh, I went to SeaWorld this weekend. You know, here are some pictures. And they can check out the blog. But I think it could be used for any level.
Any level.
Yeah. You know, it's just a question of what would they write about. You know, I give them topics. I give them a page of topics.
Oh, okay.
But I say, if you cannot think of anything, then you can use this. You don't have to write about these. It's their choice. You know, maybe in the lower levels, there would be more direction. Okay, you know, lower levels, I want you to write 3 sentences about, you know, your sister or something like that. You know, so it may be more directed in the lower levels, maybe more controlled in the lower levels. But in 600 level, you know, I'd give them guidelines, but that's all.
So do you think the students can learn from each other?
Yeah, just like I said, you know, I think they can learn more about content as well. Because, yeah, a couple times a quarter, I'll also ask them to read one of their classmates' blogs and comment. Yeah, so you can, you know, when you're reading the blog, there's a little comment button. And you just click comment, and then you type in your comment. So you can do that. So I encourage that like I'll go to the computer lab once a week, and once or twice a quarter we'll do that. I'll ask them to read you know, 2 or 3 blogs and then comment on those. So it's my hope that that facilitates interaction among the students.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
Sure.
I really appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
All right.